All right, everybody. We are at day 7 of. Oops, sorry, just fixing my capture here. Day 7 of the road to 600 ELO in Rapid. The past 2 days, I would say, not great. Definitely more losses than wins. We're at 537. So we've been knocked down a bit, unfortunately, but we can find a way to build ourselves back up. Last session was rough. The first two games were extremely rough. Both lost because of massive blunders. So, really, today we just want to focus on not massively blundering like that day. And I will count it as a win. I will. We're playing an Indian game here, which, I don't know exactly how you define an Indian game. I know, I guess it's if you bring this, they bring this knight out and you meet it with bishop. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure. I think this maybe second or third time I've seen an Indian game. Okay. I mean, we'll just keep doing our thing here. Get this knight out castle. Or can we maybe complete the pyramid first? Huh. Okay, puts the knight there. Let's complete the pyramid now. Probably just gonna move it back. I don't know why he just moved the knight twice in the opening. Not really sure about that. Yeah, we'll do this castle. Then try to get our knight over up there. Where do we put our knight there now? I honestly think we just put the knight there now because, while we can, he could go dark bishop over here. So we'll just do this while we can. If we take, he takes, we take with bishop. Common response to see to this is they might go knight e4. We trade again, maybe. Okay. Oh, it's alright. I guess he thought I would... I don't know. I don't know what this guy's really thinking. If he's going to castle... I'll castle. Actually, we'll go knight here first. Then we'll castle. I want to see if he castles here. If he castles short, I mean, we're just... we're in business. Okay, should be fine. I could even, like, move this up now. And... I'll create the left first and then castle, because I just want to get this knight out of here. He takes our knight, or our bishop. Okay. I mean, he has no knights now. Well, I have my light squared bishop and knight, so I think this is still good for me. Okay, we're going to try and get our queen over here. Yeah, I'm going to try to get our queen over here. Eventually get it over here. I mean, if we get over here, it's mate in one. Of course, it's very easy for him to defend. Long term, we're thinking, pushing... Part of me thinks I should have castled long. I kind of wish I castled long. He offers... Wow, that's an interesting trade. I think we just... I don't think I want to go there yet. But we're getting there. Do we take here? I think if we take here, we're giving him a little too much control. I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm feeling a little unconfident. I think if he takes, I go to queen here, and then I take here. Yeah, we'll go queen here. Huh. Is that in? Oh, dude. Okay, we'll move the queen there. He takes, so we take with knight. I think taking with knight is the play. Yeah. Wow. I just straight up didn't see that. Luckily, we have this. I'm not playing a great system here. Yeah, I did blunder a bishop. I did completely ignore this. And sometimes I feel like I'm getting worse at this game. I mean, if I'm black here, I'm very confident. I mean, he's got so much space over here. He's got his rook, you know, with the open file. I mean, you know, this guy's just set here. Yeah, I can kind of see what he's trying to do. He's trying to, like, I guess he's trying to take here, sack the dad, and well, no, that doesn't really work. I don't know if his attack here is genuinely, if I should actually be scared of this attack. I don't think there's reason to be. We could move the queen to a nicer spot. I mean, I have to protect this pawn. Just put the pawn up. Playing defensively now, shifting into defense mode. Yeah, I think I definitely went wrong near the start. I think giving up this bishop, or where was it? He wins knight here. Giving up this bishop was... I probably should have moved the bishop back or something. I don't think giving up that bishop really helped me. I think if anything, it just helped him. He's got a lot of options here. Our rooks definitely need to see more action. If I move rook here, can he defend this bishop? Targeting my knight. So, where do we want to go? Well, we don't really have many options. We could go back here. I don't really see much point in that. Could go here. Here definitely seems to be the play because we have check. Potentially at some point. Moves that pawn up. I mean, does he want me to is he just trying to get me to take the pawn? I don't understand that. Okay, we'll go, yeah, he can defend the bishop, but... Okay, this rook needs to see something, so... I would have to make a move here. If I haven't pushed that, he takes. I take back. And then... I don't want to start pushing these pawns. That's the thing. I really don't. Okay, you know what? We'll just do this. We have this space he has been threatening. He's got 2 attackers on it right now. We trade out. But how long was that looking at that? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Man, I did not even notice that. Okay. I guess we just take. And now I should try to get my queen. Going for my rook now. He's going for... Yeah, I have to defend this space. I have to defend that space. It's not looking good. I mean, we're... Got a queen and 2 rooks. He's got a queen and 2 rooks and a bishop. And his pawn. He's got 6 pawns. Both have 6 pawns, but I have double pawns here. So he is up a bishop. Although I wouldn't say the position's lost. I mean, we still... I don't know. I feel like I definitely could have made better use of my rooks this game. I'm terrible with rooks, though. I'm very terrible with the rooks. He moves that down. Trying to see what the point of that was. Not entirely sure. But, could do this. He can defend it. I'll tell you what, we'll take the open file, I think. Okay, we'll do that. He can take there, but if he takes here, we sack this rook, bring that up. And then we can win a pawn, I think. I don't know. I don't know how good this plan is. He moves the... Well, I mean, I could play rook up here. I could tie his... Oh, but, you know, if I do that... No, this works. Let's say he goes in with bishop, right? Plays check. I take with rook. He takes with rook. I take with queen. He takes with queen. No, I don't... I think I just moved the king here, honestly. I think I just moved the king. I think if I just keep the king there, he's gonna win material. I'm trying to see... I was trying to see it. Takes. 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 Can't take. So I think he would win a rook. But now that there's no check, he takes. Okay. Do we take back? If we take back, let's say if we take back, he takes with bishop. I can't even take back. If I do that, he's just going to take my rook. I think I have to move this rook. I really don't want to take, but I think I have to. I don't think I have a choice. What if I just slide it over? If I slide it over, he's just going to play that. Oh, man. I don't like the look of this at all. I want to keep this rook, though. Right. I'm going to put the rook there. And this might be a terrible play. We'll see, though. I'm trying to save this rook. I do not want to trade rooks right now. I'm not in a position to trade rooks. He plays check. And wins a pawn as well. We move the king up. At this point, this is really looking bad. Does he have check here? Oh, I think that, yeah, he has. This is mate, I'm pretty sure. He just brings the rook down, it's mate. Wow. Man, I really thought I could save... Oh, it's not mate? Wait. Oh, this is my only move. This is such a lost game. Check. And... I can only block with pawn. And then if he takes that, takes with rook. So I mean, what can I even do here? Move that up. Like a desperate attempt at mate, even though there's really no chance. I mean, he's literally, let's see here, plays that. Maybe he takes the pawn. Yeah, just checkmates. Yeah, a rough first game. Let's see what our accuracy was. 52. That's pretty rough. It says I played at a rating of 200. All right, let's review. I mean, I already know in the opening. I think the opening was fine. I think I played this opening well. Yeah, apparently, I should have kicked with that. I mean, I guess kicking with this. I never bring my knight there anyway, so I really don't bring my knight there. Oh, I could have just taken with queen. Oh my god. Did I not see that? So he just takes, of course, and I take back. And at this point, this is not a good position because I've lost control over this square and this square, which is you don't want when you're playing London, you want control over these squares, and there's no control right now. I bring the queen out there. I'm trying to formulate an attack on the right side. Bringing the pawn up, really? Really? Straight up like that? Or would I take with that? Well, if I played this, let's say I play this, he takes. I take with knight, I guess. Right? Yeah, I take with knight. Makes sense. I mean, that would give me a. That would be make me able to defend this pawn. Get my knight seeing some more. But that's not what I did. I just moved the queen there. I play the move here, which apparently is not the play. Oh, because he brought this pawn down. I didn't want to take, because I said, well, I don't want to give up my control over the center. I moved my queen here. Oh, if I move my queen here, I could... It's funny, I wanted to move my queen here anyways. But I said, oh, well, I have to deal with this pawn threat first. But moving your queen there does that anyways. Okay. So, I do lose a pawn. I don't take here. I don't know. For some reason, I don't take there. I mean, I guess I wanted him to take so I could put my bishop diagonal with the king. I guess. That was my logic. This is a fine move. So I should have taken? Wait, why would I... It says I should sack the bishop? After takes... Would I play check? I guess that's the logic. Let's say I take this pawn with bishop, and he takes back. Right? I guess I play check. Moves the king there. I don't have mate here, though. This isn't mate. I mean, at this point, I could, you know, win another pawn, maybe? What would be the best move there? Oh, no, you could take... Move the queen there. Wait, so move the queen here. I mean, I guess this be a good way to force stalemate. If I was going for stalemate, this would be a great way to do it. Cornering the king like that would be very powerful, though. Alright, so... That, I lose my bishop here. Apparently. Why is that? He moves up. If he moves up, I just move back. Right? Let's say he plays that. Why would this want a bishop exactly? I just move back like that. He can trap my bishop? How would he trap it? Rook there? What? I'm so lost in this tactic. So, I take... Why would I take there? What? Why would I take that? I don't understand that. Why would I take the bishop? Why wouldn't I just move back? I can't move there. I can't... Oh, he actually could have trapped my queen. So, the only way for me to not get my queen trapped would for me to... I really want to understand this tactic. Let's see, he moves that up. Wait. He moves that up. I take... If I don't take, then... Couldn't he do the same thing? Like, if my bishop... If he just took here... I'm not going to try to understand this right now. I really don't want to slow the pace of the video, so I'm just going to keep going. I just don't understand this trap. Okay, so... Right off there. I move my rook here. And... What? Wait, huh? Oh, no, that was the hypothetical. Okay. So I give up a bishop, unfortunately. I should have still said bishop sack was the play here. Yeah, I mean, if I take with that, he still wins a knight, so... I guess I had to sack something here. I guess I had to. Otherwise, he was just going to win either the knight or the bishop. Interesting. This is a really weird game. So I take a pawn for free and, you know, target the queen. Apparently, I should have played rook c1. Targeting the... I guess that makes sense. This rook did sit there for a while. And we also, FYI, we're only going to play 2 games today because I'm taking a while analyzing this game. So I really didn't know what to do here. When it came to here, I just had no idea what to play. Moving a rook out, I guess, would have been helpful. I'm also ignoring the fact that we can just trade there, and I really did not want to trade it in this instance. I moved my queen back. I guess I was sort of planning an attack here. Something like that. Move my rook to the open file. I should move my king here, apparently. I guess it makes sense, because, like, for my rook from getting... I mean, with all the pressure of this square... I mean, if he's got 3 attackers, and I've only got 2 defenders right now, so... Yeah. I mean, this is just, like... It was good to move the king here. I also could have just... Yeah, this is forced checkmate. Going over. I knew this was a bad idea. I really didn't want to trade rooks, but I didn't realize this was forced checkmate. And he finds the mate in 5. I should have just played check. If I played check, he just takes. I guess it doesn't matter, because he checkmates me anyways. He had a mate in 1 here if he did this, and he didn't see it. But, alright. Unfortunate game. Really, the biggest mistakes in that game were blundering pieces. I blundered a bishop, and I also didn't see a trade with a knight. You know, and I let my opponent just take too much space, really. So, we're playing a 538. Playing the London yet again. And, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay. Bringing the knight there, or the bishop there. I mean, could play... I usually play d3, go for the trade. Usually what I do. But, we'll just play knight here. Okay. We will complete this here. I don't know if I want to... We'll see. We'll see what he thinks about trading knights here. I think... or we could pin the knight. Usually not a move I do. Thinking about this here. No. We'll just offer the trade. See if he takes... And then maybe we'll drop our, drop our knight here. Plays check, okay. Bishop backs up. I want to put this knight here, but at the same time, with his pawn on d5, it's going to be pretty tough to get this knight moving anywhere that way. So I'm thinking just going this way with the knight, I think. Or could castle. I think I should just castle. Ooh. If I can play queen check there, that would be huge. So let's get this... That does sadly not allow for knights here. But, I mean... Yeah, we'll put our knight here. I think we'll get this... We'll attempt to get this knight moving here. Very even, somewhat symmetrical board here. That's a move. Goes here, play that. He's playing a very aggressive game here. Could just trade off the knights now. Double his pawns. No, I think I will push this back for the time being. Then I will play... I think I'll play h3 to prevent this. Wow. Okay, we'll just bring this back. Yeah, we'll just bring it back. I'm very aggressive with pawns here. A lot of space here. If I can infiltrate this space, then be a good sign. Yeah, especially if I can get queen here check. Maybe he can. But can he even block with anything? He can't block with anything. If I do that, but sadly the pawn's passed, so now the rook's just guarding that space. Moves the queen. Okay. We got options here. Very closed game. Very limited options. I think I'll move the queen out here. I think it'd be moving the queen here, but if the queen... Yeah, I think we'll just play queen there. Making sure everything's defended. Everything is defended. And we have not traded any pieces. Castle's long. So. Now, I'm thinking move a knight here. With hopes of playing knight over there. That's what I'm thinking right now. He will play knight here. And we can also play bishop takes c7. Which I believe... I don't know know if it wins anything, because he can just move this rook, but it's definitely problems for him if that does in fact happen. And this knight's still defended. Okay, he moves that there. I guess to defend this square. Now I'm thinking of changing my plans to get my queen on this side. Right? See that. Keep the pressure. This move's coming. We'll play b4, I guess. Oh, now he goes for the trade. Now he goes for it. Okay. Sure. I'm fine with this. I think this is a winning position for me, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. We're gonna play this. This is definitely coming. He hasn't moved this knight at all, which is very surprising. I'd say I've done a pretty good job of acting my pieces. This knight has been a little trapped. He does that. I was actually thinking he would do that move, but I don't think this works for him because after take takes, you know, you can take with knight. Knight take with knight. So I bishop as well defending. So I think this just works. But unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am. I think this just works. Question is, do I take back with I'd say I should take back with knight to threaten the queen. I think that's the move. Or I could go bishop, and if he takes, then I'm threatening. Yeah, I think this is more of a forcing move. I'll go for that. Okay. So we're looking at the rook now. Maybe we will make this 3 games. Thinking about it. I also think there's a chance he just might not notice this. No, he didn't. That's great. I mean, he takes this, whatever, but I think we should just take here. That's our play. There we take. He plays check. With queen. Play check with queen. There. I mean, if he does that, I just move my king here. Oh, he takes the pawn. Oh. Oh, we can take pawns too. If we can't. Alright. I mean, I guess we do this now. I think this makes sense. Making sure he doesn't have an attack. He really doesn't have an attack here with this queen. He really doesn't. Okay, he plays that check. And move the king here. Or here, if I play here, I don't think he can play check, because if I move here, he could just play this. Which, like, I don't want to trade queens. So, I think here's a better spot. I don't think he can play check with that. No, I definitely can't. Actually, if I went here, he would just win my queen, right? If he goes here, he just wins the queen. Also, we gotta get this bishop out. I hope he forgets that this bishop, I'm targeting his bishop here. I really hope he forgets. I mean, if he forgets, I take, he takes, game's over. Pretty much. It's essentially over. Okay, he didn't forget, which is good. But we're still going to play this. I think we're just going to keep pushing this pawn. What is he targeting here? He's targeting that. He could play check next turn. If he plays check... I really don't want him playing check, that's the thing. So we might just do this. Prevent check. If he plays check, my king can only move here, I think. And, that could get bad. That could get really bad. So I think I might just play this to keep my king protected. I could also play this. Not a bad move. Debating. Yeah, I think we'll just play this. Okay, that's, fine. Whatever. Could do that. Or we could target the rook and then go for this pawn. I think that's the play, too. Yeah. I think we'll just target this rook. And if he moves the rook, we just take the pawn. So, I think we're chilling here. What? Wait, he checkmated me? How did that happen? Wow, I did not see that coming. I straight up just did not see that coming. Why can't I take? Oh, I can't take his... Oh. Wow. Yeah, I always forget about that nasty queen-pawn combo. That'll get you. Alright, so let's look at the 60%. So, a little better than the last game. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do 3 games. I did not expect that game to be so short. So let's take a look at this. Okay, I mean, solid start. Of course, I recommended c4. It always recommends c4. Specifically on the 4th move. But, you move knight there. Wow, the one time it actually suggests I move knight there. Wow, look at that. Place check, I do that. Moves back, I castle. Or I could have traded here. I guess I considered trading here, because it would open up the king. Wouldn't have been a bad idea. I don't know. But moving knight here wasn't an accuracy. I mean, yeah, that's just... I guess it's not a great way to develop the knight. But I'll make sure. If take a mental note. If he allows you to trade bishops opening up this, you know, his king, you should go for it. I move the bishop back, which is... It's a good thing I almost just went for this trade, but it's a good thing I didn't. I create a left for the king, which fairly did accuracy, which is weird. Really? This... Kind of surprised by that. Usually it's a good idea to create a left. Is that? I move bishop back again. Oh, now it says I should go for the trade. Now it does. Okay. Still, though, this is still a fairly good opening. I mean... You know, still not a bad opening. But he can win a knight here. Oh, you know why? Because he can threaten queen. He can threaten queen here, and I take, and then he... Oh, that's just a trade, isn't it? Wait, let's see here. Let me follow along. So I hate you press show tactic, and then it'll play the move so quickly. I hate when it does that. Okay, so he takes knight. I take back with queen. Then what? And he moves the pawn, kicks the knight. I can't wait. Is this knight trapped? If he, it's not trapped. I can move it there. And I could just move. I could literally just move it down here, so it's not even trapped. Whatever. Like if I move it down here, what's he gonna do? Seriously, what's he gonna do about it if I just move it down there? I don't understand half these tactics. It moves the bishop back. Still saying I should take here. It's been saying every turn, take the bishop. I thought this was a good idea. Apparently it's not. I mean, it still says your opponent can win a knight. If he does that, if he did this, I probably would have done this. Taking that's a mistake, really. Should have gone for that. Yeah, I guess I waited a little too long to go for that move. What? Let's see this tactic. He does that, he moves. I move up. Moves that down. I mean, like... if I see a free rook, I'm just taking it. I'm not going to even question that. This I shouldn't have even recaptured, which is kind of weird. Like, why would I not recapture there? Just let him take another pawn for free? Well, actually, yeah, it would be a trade. I don't really get that. I finally played this move here, which is counterattack an opposing bishop. Really? Move his knight there. And there. Place that, which... Yeah, good thing. If I moved there, it would have been a terrible idea. He moves the bishop out of danger. I play pawn up. Wait, this permitted him to win material through a fork? Where's the fork? He plays check. He plays check. I would move my king down. I want to see this fork. Plays that. Okay. Plays that. Huh. So he plays check. Let's see. Check, moves. Check, takes. I guess I just got some of his pieces. They just got a little too close to the king. I still can't spot tactics like this. I am not good with spotting tactics. I've been doing a lot of puzzles on light chess. I've reached a rating of around 1700, so I think I've gotten pretty good at puzzles. I think 1700 is a fairly solid rating. It's not, you know, super impressive or anything, but it's definitely not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my opponent didn't see it either, so at least that's good. I don't know. I don't know if this is an obvious tactic or not. I'm not really sure. Anyways, we're almost done here. So, this was the moment. Moving this pawn up, I thought this was a smart move, because this prevents check here. What I didn't anticipate is checkmate. Right there with the pawn. And he still could have done the fork there. I guess it's check. Moves down. There. Wait, let's see. Is this the same fork from before? Moves down. Check. Move there. Yeah, that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I guess that's something you gotta be a little, worried about. Alright, we'll do one more, if the queens are on the same rank. Do one more. Try to get a win today. We'll see. Going against Carpet Mike. Interesting, eh? With the black pieces. Now, I've lost almost every game with my white pieces in the last couple of days. As with the black pieces, I've been winning. I've been doing very well with black. And, let's hope to keep it that way. He moves his pawn twice in the center. So my opponent has already made... Wait, what? Oh, he en passanted me. Okay, we'll take with queen. Or do we take with this? We could take with that. Take back here? I don't know if I do. I think a better idea would do king pawn and then take with bishop. I think that's the better idea. I'm going to maintain a somewhat good center. And he's losing this pawn no matter what. Yeah, so we take the bishop. And then I think the best move would be... Not really sure. Okay, well, we have check here. I don't think I should play it. But it's there. Could pin the knight. Could also just move this knight out. I think I'll just move that knight out. And then castle. Yeah, we'll just castle now. I mean... Seems like a worthy trade. You could play check. I could just play check. Could play with rook. Could also play it over here. I think I'll play check with rook. Just to get my rook on the open file. Which is really nice just off the bat. Okay, we pinned his, successfully pinned the, what do you call it? It just, I'm thinking here. Move the, bishop out here. We'll move the bishop out there. If he goes here, we're just moving it back. Okay, moves that out, so... We can pin both of his knights. That would be kind of cool, but... I don't want to do that right this second. For now, I think I'll try and just develop this knight here. Probably get him up here. And then go from there. But I think... I mean, this is a side... I think this opening's fine. Weird opening, with my rook already on the open file. Okay, we'll go... So he unpins his knight. Which in the process, he'd be pinning his bishop if he moved the knight, but... We could create the double stack of queen and rook here. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. We're having there's just no pawns in the center because my opponent off the bat decided to trade pawns immediately, which was an interesting idea. Moves the queen out there, so he's going to castle long, so Probably get some of my pieces over there. I think this is a desirable trade. If we trade here, takes, takes, takes. You could take back there, so we win a pawn. So that's actually not a great idea. But regardless, I think I'll get this knight moving here. Do we get this knight over here? Yeah, sure. We'll try and trade here. I'm all for it. Okay, trades. And I kind of like this spot for my bishop. Okay. I mean, if he takes, we take with queen. Now, do we want to trade this bishop? I don't really think I want to. Could do this, which would be a pretty funny idea. Could do this. You know what? Sure. We'll do it. This is such a strange opening. I don't even know what you call this opening. Very open. I mean, you know, we... Okay, so he offers a bishop trade. I don't necessarily hate this trade. Sadly, though, this pawn is now free since he moved the bishop. And, yeah. Yeah. Just gonna go for that. Have this bishop pinned. Okay, he wants to defend that. So we we're just gonna move back here. I think this space is good because he can't castle if I'm here. And yes, he could block with bishop, which is probably the best thing for him to do. But if he were to castle, he can only castle long, which is a good note, good thing to know. Okay, he kicks this. I'm thinking we go here after this bishop, which can't move because he's pinned. And let's see if I take, and he takes. Take, 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 take. Oh, yeah. I sense that if he does nothing about this square to defend this square, then I think we'll just go for it. Ooh. Now I'm not so sure. Here, take. Take, 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 take. I'm going for it. I'm just straight up going for it. And this bishop will still be pinned. And we can't, but that's how that we can't take his knight defense, but I like this position. I like this position we're in. Now, as far as, like, attacks for him, I mean, he's very limited. His knight's over here, his rook is over here. His rook does have this open file, and now his rook is going after my knight. So, could defend with rook. I think defending with rook is probably the best play. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's a very unique game in that nobody's really taking any space in the middle. Alright. He finally goes for something. Finally. Let me do with b6. if he goes here, I'm just gonna take. Oh, now he's going after this bishop. Let's see here. I could defend with this, but then he could get my knight for my rook for free. Let's see here. Well, the thing is, right, is that I didn't realize that after he moved this pawn, his knight is free. So I think I might just go for that. Now, this would lose me the bishop. But, I think I'm fine with this. Yeah. I'm fine with this. He's just gonna take... Does he take with rook? Or does he take with bishop? Is the question. I mean, if I were him, I'd probably take with bishop. But if he takes with bishop, I play check. Okay, now I play check. If I play check and he goes here, then... I'll play check right now with this. I'm only up 2 points, so really I still have to be on my game here. Okay. Now we can just play this check. And now... I'm going to get the knight involved here. Or... And this keeps this piece defended too. Now I'm thinking getting this rook up and getting it over here. I'm thinking. Moves the knight there. I think I'm gonna do this. I want to try and create a pass pawn. He might have to. He might just. I mean, if I think he has to take here. I don't know if he would do anything else really. Oh, if he does nothing. If he does nothing, then Oh, I left my rook hanging. Oh, I did not see that. Wow. That was a straight up, like, obvious, very obvious attack, and that I did not notice. That's very unfortunate. Okay. I mean, we can still do this. Or I'm even thinking doing this. Yeah, we'll do this. My only real, advantage here is I have much better chance of promoting than he does. Because he only has 3 pawns, I have 6 pawns. Okay, takes, I take. Now I have a pass pawn. And now he's targeting this rook. Not gonna let him get away with that one. I'm gonna go... I gotta be careful here. I could get back rank mated. And I do not want to get back rank mated. I'm thinking... going here? Or here? I mean, here I defend that, but I don't think he'd attack it anyway. And I could always defend with knight d3, so I think this works. Okay. That. Does that, so now we go... Well, can't do that anymore. Could play... I could just move this back. So, what's the point of this? What is the point of this exactly? I'm not really sure. Start moving these pawns. If he ever moves this rook off this rank, I'm going to play check. Okay, well, now I can play this. I think I do this. Which, if he moves this rook, I just take. Takes a pawn. But, I can now just take this. And now we're even in material, I think. I'm actually up in material now. Does that. Okay. Wait a minute. That was actually a really good move. Because we are even, but I think he's going to win this knight. Is there any way I can save this knight? I don't think there is. What is the best move here? I don't think I can save this knight. I can't go there. I can go... Yeah, I genuinely don't know. We'll just push that pawn up. And I have 23 seconds, so I have to act very quickly here. Yeah, he does that. And I'm pretty much forced to trade here. So, our only advantage now is that we're up 2 pawns. And he, you know, I mean, he has a rook. But, there's a chance I could still win. Definitely a chance. He's going to take that. We're just going to keep moving. Try our best to promote these pawns. Pawn is pinned, so we'll do that. The question is how... Oh, I just timed out. Okay. Well, damn. I mean, a close game. Did I play well? I think I played decently well. 68%. Not bad. Not bad. Did have 3 blunders, unfortunately. So we'll go over those, but let's go over the game here. So he plays a very weird game. A very open game. So he plays King Pawn. You know, we play the Caro-Kann, which I do love playing the Caro-Kann. Apparently... If he advances King Pawn up, so if he advances e4 to e5, your best chance is to play d6, which... e6, huh? I guess that kind of forces a trade of pawns. And you would still have better control over the center, I guess. So I guess this makes sense. He en passant. So, essentially, doing this is pretty much the same as doing this. Essentially, even though it says this, I mean, isn't this pretty much the same move? Essentially the same move? In this case. In the case of taking, it is. I do that. I should have just taken. Yeah, it makes sense. I should have just taken. It's like, why, you know, why wait on taking this pawn? Kind of silly. But I take with bishop. I bring my knight out. Apparently I should have played c5. e5, really. Advancing the c-pawn to the 5th rank is usually a good idea, it seems. A castle, you know, I mean, this is a fine start. I thought this trade was worth it. Apparently I should have just let him take and then take him with bishop. which, you know, is the bishop better here than here? Maybe. Probably, right? Because then you get your queen over here, and then you could, you know, sort of like set up a discovered check. I guess it kind of makes sense. I get my rook to the open file. Wait, I should move this back. Oh, I guess I can move this back and then prepare for check. Yeah. Makes sense. He moves the knight. He blocks with knight, which is just silly. Just really silly. Like, why move your knight back? I get my bishop there, that's pretty much the bishop sweet spot is right here. F5 and C5, where you want your bishops usually. Wait, this is a blunder? I gave up a bishop? What? Queen takes. Oh, he could have just taken my bishop here. Wow. Okay. Plays bishop there. So he gets a miss there. I play my queen there, which not a great move. I apparently should have moved my knight here, which I guess that would have given my bishop defense. Also would have developed my knight a little bit more. This knight was a little. I think I went in a little too quick with this knight here, honestly. We trade off, which, yeah. I really need to remind myself in these games, remind myself, don't play the same piece twice in the opening. Don't do it. And I do it. And now it's just a weird position. It's just a weird position for me because all my pieces are clumped together back here and my bishop's up here. I mean, it's just a weird position. And not a good one either. I could have done that, yeah. I do have a tendency to move my bishops up really earlier than my knights, and it usually costs me. So I capture a free pawn, which is great. I move it back. Should have done that. Why would this benefit me? Oh, if I play knight here and he takes, I just fork his king and his queen. I see. Okay. I didn't have to move my bishop back there. If I saw this fork, which it is a pretty obvious fork, right? I'm trying to recognize forks more. I'm trying to learn, how do you recognize forks? You know, how do you see a fork? And I guess this is one way, right? Where you kind of like, I don't know, if they're like this, if they're diagonal of each other, it's usually, yeah, especially in the middle of the board, it's usually a sign you can fork them. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. Where were we? We were right here. You're here. So I move my bishop back here. I take, which this does win me material. Wait, what? Won me 2 points. I don't know why I said it loses material. I was up 2 points. Oh! Wait. What? I played check? If I play check... I want to see how this loses material, because I thought it won me 2 points. So, I'm trying to understand how this is better. Hold on, let's see this. What? He moves the king there. Oh! Oh! Wow! That would have been an insane move. Forking a fork with the king. Wow. That is something I don't see. That is some, like, next level shit right there. Wow, okay. So, apparently, I want to see what the best move here was. The best. So the best would have been play check. Let's see what happens here. He moves the king. I move there. Okay, this is like... This, I mean, you lost me, like, 2 moves into that. The tempo by threatening him. I really shouldn't be focusing on, like, the nitty-gritty tactics. I should really just be focusing on the major mistakes at this point in my career. So this is like, yeah, having my bishop and rook up here is very risky, to say the least. I had a free knight there. Although I take it here. But I have to give him my bishop in the process. Is the thing. If I took it one turn earlier, I wouldn't have lost the bishop. Or even here, I mean, I'm still up material. You know, I'm still... this is still a fine position. I move my knight in. I mean, I'm playing well here. I'm making good moves. Now, what I missed, I give up this rook. I'm still trying to, you know, I'm still trying to formulate something here. Could have played that. I could have played pawn up there. Yeah, I guess that's true. I could have played pawn up. There was no real... I didn't have to defend this pawn. Oh, no, I did have to defend the pawn. Oh, no, I could just move the pawn to defend it, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, this was kind of a... I kind of lost myself space here. I lost the open file on B. Which now the bishop goes there. I still could have played that. Wait, really? I still could have played... Ooh, whoops. Rory, we were right over... This was a long... I didn't realize how long of a game this was. Anyways, he moves his bishop there. I move my rook there. Which, probably not a good idea, making my rook facing his with his bishop in the middle. Because then he could do something like... Yeah, he could have... This was, it's a bad move, because he can play check, right? He can play check, I move the king, he gets my bishop. Or my rook, I'm sorry. Yeah, gotta look out for that, I take. And here, there's no saving this knight. I realize that there's no saving this knight. Play that. Seems like a bad move to me, right? Because you're just forcing a trade of rooks. You know, some of these best moves I don't try to understand. I just say, okay, you know what? I don't know that much about chess. I'm not that knowledgeable at chess. I'm not going to try to understand. At this point, right, I probably should have gone there. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, getting in front of this pawn was not good. I'm not that knowledgeable about endgames, but getting in front of a pawn like that is, I could have... Wait, what? I could have won a rook? What? I'm confused. Show me. Show me how this works. Why would he take the pawn? Why would he take that? This is such a dumb tactic. Like, if I go here, he's not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's trade. Like, what? Some of these tactics make no sense. Yeah, I should have threatened his rook. Because I'm just giving this pawn moves. I'm just giving him so much time to just move the pawn. And then here, it's just... I mean, the position was lost anyways. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, we'll be back for day 8. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.